I'm just dropping in real quick, man. The moral of today's story is keep it pushing. Keep it moving, god damn it. Think what you want, but the truth is, you motherfuckers, half of you wouldn't believe my story if I told you. There's a very select few of you who know me and know that have to, know a little bit about the mold that made me, we'll say, But at the end of the day, I knew in life I was on the right path. What I think is the right path to me. When I started losing friends, right? There's always a fucking motive, man. I don't believe in friendship. I mean, I believe to a certain degree that you can bond with somebody, but outside of that, I don't really believe in friendship because there's always a fucking motive. There's always a motive. Even if it's just them being alone and not wanting to be around. Or if it's them wanting to be, be in a relationship with you or wanting to, build a life with you, whether it's, the opposite sex or whatever. There's always a fucking motive. People see me nowadays and they might think I'm lame or I live a bullshit life or they talk shit. But truth be told, I don't give a fuck because I am locked the fuck in, boy. I am locked and loaded. I am moving. I am fucking shoot. I got tunnel vision on the future. Red dot beam. I know where I'm going. I can see it. Right? And instead of hating and judging, remember, we all come from a pussy and we all bleed the same goddamn color. So, if you're presented with an opportunity, take it. If you can see it up here, do it. Don't talk yourself out of it. Why? The fuck you doing that for? So you can die 1,000 deaths every day you look in the mirror and hate yourself for not taking the chance, because a coward does die 1,000 fucking deaths, and that's the truth. Believe that. With anything. Once you see it in your head and you understand the power of manifestation, it's game over. Game the fuck over. If you can see it up here, it's a wrap. No one said this shit's gonna be easy. Sometimes it's not. But everyone's capable of it. We all are cut from the same cloth unless we're like severely disabled, which that's another story. But even then, a lot of those people overcome. I was raised by a man who had one leg since he was 15 years old. Okay, I didn't have excuses. I watched this motherfucker build houses and shit like on one leg, like and walk around like it wasn't shit, like up until the recession, and then he left and I went to the streets. But that's another story. That's a whole nother story, but I just clear my mind of what everyone else says and thinks. I don't give a fuck, even what you think for yourself, you just stay the course and make it happen. I become a master of traveling my own mind. And I know some say it comes from meditation, and I know this shit works. I know it does. I learned how to do it in prison. That's where I learned how to do it. And I mapped out every 7-8 years ago when I was doing time, I mapped this entire, everything that I manifested in my life, I already mapped it out while I was sitting in there, how I was going to do it. And I did it. One piece at a time, moving my pieces. But the point was, I had it all mapped out in my mind before I even made the first move, before I even stepped out them gates. And I know that I wasn't going to be able to stay that course if I fucked up and started drinking and doing all the same vicious cycle shit that winds us right back, you know what I mean, at point A. Right back to square one. And that, that's why 70-80% of these motherfuckers that go in and out, they just do the same shit. Why? It ain't gonna, you should have been spending that time thinking about how you're not gonna do that, what you're gonna do to get somewhere else. That don't make me no better than you, goddammit. We're the same shit. We're the same. We're both humans. So, at any rate, stay the fucking course. I locked in. I'm in there. You can't let anyone in that doesn't understand because they will fuck it up. I don't give no one that power. I lock my heart up. I don't let no one in. And if someone does happen to find the key, and that's a whole nother story. But moral of the story, keep it moving and lock in. If you think it up here, you can do it. Because it just, you don't expose your lock for nobody. Even if they find the key, keep that bitch tight.